behold. Yeah, maybe you can tell about who you are now.
Yeah.
In a music sense.
Yeah. Well, I think that the more you get to know about what you do, either if you're a musician or a journalist, whatever, the more you get to know, at least for me, the more humble I get. The bigger the universe of music grows, you know. When you get to see new sides of it, it also expands. So you could say that, I mean, this time I had a plan before I started. And I actually had experience to know how to do what I wanted to do. So I sort of turned the recording process around, because on the other previous albums I started with drums and bass and created the track from there. This time I started with the guitar and the lead vocal in one take, and then I built the rest from that. So the song and the sort of the presence of me is in center on this record, and I think you can hear that. And also from a production side, I think that that I've managed to create a sound now that I can call Mads Langer.
More than the other two albums?
Yeah, definitely.
That you playing and singing, with the guitar, is that still in the original recordings, or that's still? Yeah,
that was sort of my rule, that the final vocal and the final acoustic guitar or piano has to be the first thing to be recorded.
And everything.
And everything, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now you have this third album, but people are always expecting more. Have you already an idea in what kind of direction you want to move for the future?
Not really. I mean, I'm very open, and I mean, I have names that I dream of working with on the next record already.
Like?
Well, I'd like to work with Damien Albarn, the lead singer of Blur. I think he's a genius, and I just, I don't know if he does that, but I would love to try to do something with him.
Why with him?
Because he seems to be very, very broad, and he seems to capture a lot of different genres, and so do I. I mean, I'm a jazz trained piano player, and I was singing in a Rage Against the Machine cover band in high school, and now I do singer-songwriter mainstream music, and so I just think it would be very interesting to work with him. Also, Nigel Goodrich, who's done some Radiohead stuff, and there's a Norwegian songwriter called Magnet that I think is very clever as well. So I'm going to try to get hold of him. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of very talented people out there. So it depends on who I end up working with, I guess, and where. I want to next time. I also would like to make a record outside of the city. So I would like to find a studio in the countryside where you could sort of just...
What would that bring to the music, do you think?
Maybe, well, it's hard to say because I haven't tried it before, but right now, I travel so much, I never get time to sort of settle anywhere, and I get a bigger and bigger craving of doing that. So I think when I'm going to do the next record, I'm going to force the record label to stay away from me for 3 months, and then I'll just be in the recording process. I'm looking forward to that very much.
Was there much interference with the latest album from the record company?
No, not in a bad way, but it's my first, it's my third album, but it's my debut album internationally. So there's a big machine behind me now. There's a lot of people in a lot of different countries who have opinions, which is great, but it can also be confusing sometimes. So this time I also had to sort of get to know what it's like recording on a major label on an international level, because I haven't tried that before. And now I know how it works. So next time I know when to say, okay, you just have to leave me alone for some time now, because now I have to focus on the reason why you signed me back then, So.
Well, I would say good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Bye.